Good evening, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. We are coming to you live here from our studio here in sunny South Florida. But first up, who are we? I'm Matt.
I'm Ann.
I'm Josh.
And we are Twist Gaming. Thank you all for joining us today. So on the docket for today's wonderful stream is going to be another one of our spotlights.
Yeah.
And tonight we have the pleasure of doing Ticket to Ride New York by Days of Wonder.
Excuse me. New York.
New York.
York.
New York.
There we go.
I'm walking here. I'm playing board games here. So we are going to be doing a spotlight of Ticket to Ride New York, and I'm super excited to do this one today because one of the first real board games that I've played on not Monopoly or Scrabble or anything was Ticket to Ride, and the guy sitting at the end of the table over there, Fonzie. Hey! Josh was the one who introduced me to Ticket to Ride and kind of got me really into the whole board game culture. So I thought that was really cool that that's basically transitioned from being my entry game, and it's a lot of people's gateway game into the industry.
Ticket to Ride, those are both kind of on the same level.
Yeah. But then now being able to spotlight one of the new variants of it on our stream, I thought that was really
cool. Super special.
So we would like to give a big shout out to Days of Wonder for sponsoring this stream and all of this week's streams. You're going to see that banner all week long for Ticket to Ride New York. I love the little taxi cab. I'm walking here. So I think that without any further ado, we can get into the meat and potatoes of things, unless either of you have anything to add about the game before we start.
No. I think that if we flip over to the main board, we can talk a little bit about... There we go. So one of the very first things that you'll notice about this board,
It's
as
so
opposed
small.
to the regular Ticket to Ride, is the very compact size of it. So I had the opportunity to sit down with Brooke during Origins, and she quickly went over everything in the game and what the differences are. So I, for one, am super excited to jump into this.
So yeah, that's pretty cool that they took Ticket to Ride, which might be a little long for some players, especially if it acts as a gateway game, and they're slimming it down now. So I'm kind of curious as to how it's going to play. And just as a refresher for everyone, we do the rule sets in 3 different ways here. So one person has familiarized themselves, and it is Ticket to Ride, so we all are familiar with Ticket to Ride to begin with. But for this specific variant, we have one person that familiarized themselves with the rules, one person who got the second-hand knowledge, and then one person who is going in completely blind. So, which role is each person fulfilling tonight? I'm the blind man tonight. How about you, Ann?
I went through the rules. We did it a little differently.
Okay.
Just because it's Ticket to Ride. I went through the rules, and then you already knew the rules, too.
I went through the rules. It plays exactly like Ticket to Ride. There is one slight scoring difference to the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's going to definitely impact your playstyle as well as the change in the map, right?
The map, I think, is the biggest change,
So the biggest thing is they did 2 things. They made this is called the Express edition of Ticket to Ride.
Okay.
They also made this into a much smaller box. So typically it's one of those, they're normal size board game boxes, the 12 by 12s.
So this frees up some shelf space for
So
you.
it makes it a little small, makes it a little bit more portable. The thing is, this game also plays in 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
Instead of your normal hour-long Ticket to Ride game.
So we're going to probably get multiple playthroughs in
Yep.
tonight as well. So one thing to note, while it does play in 20 minutes, we typically take play times on the box and double it, simply because we do the rules explanation. That might be a little on the leaner side today, but it's probably going to go over the 20-minute time mark.
And I know some people who've played 2-player variants of this, then it takes them 5, maybe 10 minutes.
Really?
You can really get a game done quick.
Wow.
It's really short. There's a lot less train pieces for everyone. I didn't do a count.
I know that Ticket to Ride is a pretty commonly known game, but I know, as somebody who's newer to the board game industry, that what may be now a common game for us is not a common game for everybody. So during the Spotlight session, I really want to focus on and emphasize the overall rules for Ticket to Ride. So if you are brand new to board gaming, or if you have somebody that you'd like to introduce to board gaming, this might be an excellent video to show somebody so that they know what they're doing.
And just don't. So each person's gonna have 15. They're not gonna trains. They're actually taxis.
Woo!
And if I recall, in the original Ticket to Ride, it's around 45. This is how many you have? So you have 25%.
What was the original number?
45?
What was the original number? No, it's the number for this game.
15?
15.
So yeah, it's a third.
30%.
Yeah, it's 33%.
33%. So
So about a third of the pieces, but you don't have the big long 6 spaces either. So
Yeah.
it should shorten the game though.
The longest path here is 4 spaces.
I don't even. Where's the 4 space path?
Right here between Chelsea and
look
Soho.
at that. That's cool.
hmm
Neat. All right. So would one of you take it away and begin with the rules explanation here for Ticket to Ride New York?
That's your job.
all right. So Ticket to Ride New York. There's a couple things we got. First off, we're all gonna get some destination cards. So Matt, here, take
Oh wait,
this.
no, I already passed out cards.
I want him to show it on the camera.
So this is a destination card here. So the back of it is, it looks like a subway pass. It's pretty
How cute
cool.
is that?
I love the
The theme
artwork.
is New York City in the 60s, so you're going to see a lot of mod stuff.
Gotcha. And so flipping it over, this is kind of equivalent to the destinations in the original Ticket to Ride, showing you where you have to connect 2 locations in order to get the bonus points
If you
in the
wanna-
bottom left here. So I can scoot that over, and look at that. You can show...
This would be the Lower East Side here for this route, and we'd want to go down to Wall Street.
So you just have to connect that through any means necessary, and you would get 2 points for that. So give me an example of a longer one, Josh.
So how many points was that one?
That was a
Give me
2-pointer.
Chelsea.
Was it 2-pointer? So let's go to what looks like the longest one in the game. This is an 8-pointer.
Brooklyn to Times Square. So you're going over the bridge in this one. So from Times Square all the way down to Brooklyn, that's connecting basically the majority of the map diagonally. So you're going to get the full gambit of routes here, going from just little quickies to the big, long cross-map ones. So those are going to be obviously significantly harder to get, just because it's going to take more resources, more of your taxes to get there. And also it's going to be harder to traverse the board when the spaces start filling up.
So all of us, can I have this back?
Sure
All
thing.
of us got 2 ticket destination cards already.
Yes.
Bam!
We get to look at them,
Okay.
Yes.
and you can keep both of them, or you can discard one of them. You don't, but you have to keep at least one of the cards.
Oh my god. Now, while we're looking at these cards, it's important to note that for any of the destinations that we do not complete,
By the end of the game,
yes,
we'll
we'll
kind
be
of get to.
penalized for. So, when we're looking at whether or not we want to keep these destinations or not, we need to know if we're going to be able to realistically hit them, because we don't want to get penalized for them.
So strategically, you might think that if you have 2 destinations that are fairly close to each other, you might want to do that because it'd be easy to branch off. But you have 2 different sides of the map destinations, it might not be a good idea to pick both of them up unless you're feeling particularly ambitious.
Matt, can you put your hand in the green screen, please?
I'm going to keep these.
I'm going to keep both mine too.
I discarded one of mine. All right.
Okay.
So the other thing we got I want to use the correct term for the new ones. They're called transportation cards.
Okay.
What used to be called train cards in the original Ticket to Ride. But they're a little bit different this time.
Well, so obviously in New York, you've got a bunch of different areas, modes of transportation. So you've got the city buses, you've got taxis, you've got the subway system. So I'm curious as to what we got here. So this is a train, the OG. So we got the black trains. We have the red bus. The yellow school bus.
Isn't
That's adorable. We've got the green bus, and then we've got a.
Well, because
It's green.
yeah, no. The red bus is one of the
Yes.
ones that was on the electric wires.
Oh, it's like a trolley.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. And then that's the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the white train. So it's 2 different kinds of trains.
There's a pink one, a blue one.
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff there.
Oh, in the wild card.
Yeah, I got
That
one
is the
right there.
coolest looking bus I've ever seen in my life.
Double-decker tourist bus.
Got the blue train.
That is, what does it say on it?
On the back.
Yeah.
New York.
No. On the train.
It says something?
Yeah.
Oh.
New York Central.
New York Central. Okay. Look at that.
So all the
Oh.
trains have a different color, and then this is our wild card.
The taxi. That's awesome.
the taxi.
I was a little
Oh.
concerned, and I'm just like,
There
oh,
it goes.
there's no taxi?
No.
And of course, it's the wild card. That makes a lot of sense.
Love it.
So, how do we get these cards, Josh?
So we're all going to start off with 2 of them, and these are the cards that are going to let us put trains out on the map.
So I'm assuming that they correspond directly to the colored spaces that are on the board.
Yes. So can you point from, let's see, Chelsea to Soho?
Soho.
Soho.
So from Chelsea to Soho, that's going to be 4 pink buses, transportation cards to get there. So you would need to have 4 of the same pink transportation card to get there.
But you could also use wilds.
You could also use wilds to supplement that. So obviously a wild is a wild card, so you could use it wherever, however you want.
Yeah.
So all the spaces correspond directly. However, there's also gray spaces, which are basically wild spaces. So you can use any color transportation to go there. However, it still has to maintain that it is multiples of the same transportation color/type.
So you can't mix.
Right. So how many of those are being dealt out on the table there, Josh?
There's going to be 5 on the table that we're going to be able to pick from.
Okay, and we each have 2 that we get dealt at the beginning of the game. Is that public information or private
It's all
information?
private information.
Ooh, okay.
So on your turn, you have a couple actions. You can either get more transportation cards, which
Okay.
is going to let you get 2 cards. And you can have any of the face-up cards,
Okay.
or you can grab face-down cards.
Okay.
So you get 2 cards. The only difference is if you take up the face-up wild card,
Yes.
that takes up both cards.
Gotcha. It's only the face-up one that matters.
Yeah, it's only face-up. If you got one face-down, lucky you, you can pick again. So if you...
The
He's
card
so
spinning.
nice.
That was really cool. So one thing I'd like to ask here is that we have the cards face up. Can we, when we pick up the first card, does the second one then flop out?
Yep.
Or
Yep,
do
right
we have?
away.
Okay.
and if for any reason there's 3 or more wild cards in the stack, we take them all, we reshuffle it, and redeal.
Gotcha.
And he asked a very important question here.
Is there a hand limit?
There's no hand limit, so you collect as many cards as you want. So your first action is to collect cards. Your second action is to play cards to play tracks. So we talked about how you can use the colors. There's also these gray spots here, so like from Times Square to United Nations, which has 2 grays, which means you can use any color you want. They just need to be matching pair or matching.
I said that.
You do?
Yeah.
I missed it.
That's fine.
So we have that. And the third action you can have is, let's say you finish your destination, or you're pretty close, and you're like, I'm going to go grab another destination because I want to do that. You can grab 2 destination cards and keep both or 1.
But you have to keep at least one.
Keep at least 1, just
Okay.
like the beginning game.
Gotcha.
There's one point about the paths that I don't think that we touched on
Okay.
real quickly. The difference between having 1 row here, or 1 column here, and 2. So if you have a person on 1 route, you may also take the second route. Like you can.
There's 2 people can
There's-
share that round.
Yeah, so it's a double wide street.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you do go on one of the single wide spaces, then you are obviously blocking it from other people's usage. So that might be a strategic element to prevent people from getting what you think they might be going for.
Other note, if we were playing a 2-player game, those double wides, when someone uses it, someone else would not be able to share it. That's a 2-player rule. But since we're a 3-player, we don't have that. The other thing is when you lay trains, you're going to get points for the trains you lay. And unlike the original Ticket to Ride, where it has a point tracker around the board, we're going to calculate those points at the end. Since
Oh,
it's a
so
lot
it's-
smaller game.
But so you don't have basically the running score total to
Yeah, you don't have to run the score total.
give you
for
an
this
idea
game.
of what's going on.
Look at how cute these little score pads are.
That is pretty cute.
Look at the smiley face.
So
for the
what is
people.
the smiley face?
It's a name. Whose score that
Oh.
is?
Okay.
It's the player.
Of course. So it's the player's score. Then we've got the what's this point total here?
That's for the trains you laid out, so all the tracks,
Taxis.
taxis,
Okay. Then this is the routes
destination
completed.
cards.
This one
And
is.
then that one is the new rule for Ticket to Ride New York.
Ooh.
Well, you see these little ones here?
Yep.
These are tourist spots. So every time you connect a tourist spot to your train, you're going to get an extra point at the end. So if your stack of cabs go through these points,
Yeah.
you get extra point for each one.
They have to be on your route though.
Yeah, they have to be just attached to your route. Not the route card, but like
Do they have to be in the middle or just leading
no,
up to
just-
a count?
They just have to be touching it. So if Anne had that on the board, she would get 1, 2, 3 points.
That's interesting.
Um,
It helps you prioritize your destinations. So that's pretty interesting.
Important note regarding the scoring for the taxi cabs.
Yep.
In this bottom corner here, it tells you how many points correlate to it. So if I have a route of 1 taxi cab, it's 1 point. If I have a route of 2, 3 taxi cabs is 4 points, and 4 taxi cabs is 7 points.
So it's still that exponential growth of points based on the length of your train, similar to the
Yep.
previous versions of Ticket to Ride. Just obviously not as long because it's only 4 space max here.
So we're going to keep playing, and then we have those 3 actions we could do. Grab new transportation cards, lay trains down, or grab destination cards.
Okay.
The game's going to end when someone gets when someone gets down to 2 taxis left,
Okay.
everyone gets one more turn.
Including the person that just
Including
laid
the person who just laid.
Okay.
After that, we're going to tally scores and see who wins.
Sounds good. I think I had another. No, I think that hit all my questions there.
Okay.
Looks pretty good. And you got to take your taxis off the board. You don't get to start with those. I'm sorry.
Why not?
I apologize.
So, Matt, do you know who goes first?
No. Who goes first?
The rulebook says youngest player goes first. So that's going to be you.
That is me.
Because you're babyface.
I'm healthy and youthful.
12 years old.
So I get to go first.
Can we put your driver's license photo
look-
up on the show?
No. So I'm looking at my 2 cards here. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where I want to start us off here.
I like how you get analysis paralysis. You have 2 cards.
I sure do.
And you only have 2
I'm
cards.
going to go ahead and I'm going to take both of those. I'm sorry, give me the pink bus. Thank you, Josh. It's a blue there, so give me 1 second. I'm going to take that blue. Thank you so much.
All right. So, my turn.
All right.
Why is it your turn? Do I go this way?
Oh, yeah, it's your turn. I don't know.
Skips right over me.
Yeah.
He's so eager. He's got a
I'm eager.
plan.
He is an eager beaver.
Eager beaver. I'm going to take both of these red cards. Thank you very much.
I will take, I don't know what color this is, but I'm taking it.
That is a
can-
school bus.
School bus.
Which is what color, Josh?
I don't know.
School buses are yellow.
Yellow.
No, we stick with I don't know. You know what's really nice though?
No.
For our
Color impaired
differently
people.
abled friend?
Yep.
Is that they are all different kinds of trains.
They also have different
Also-
symbols on each of
yes,
them as
yes.
well.
Which are also on the board.
So back to me.
No, I only grabbed 1 card so far. I'm trying to see what other card I want.
This is supposed to be a 15-minute game.
So you grab the red,
Grab the
and
red.
you're flipping over the pink. So Josh, can you hand me that pink bus, please?
1 pink bus for you.
And then next up we've got the
Guess where
green.
Matt's going.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna top deck
Center Park to United Nations. That's where he's going.
Central Park, not Center Park.
This is my favorite game ever.
Central Park. We're going from the cafe that Friends was at.
I will take...
Just be a 15-minute game to a 2-hour death match on Twist. Absolutely.
Yeah. I will take the green one.
Okay, and that gets refreshed. So Joshua, can you please flip that over? Thank you so much.
And that's not really what I wanted. And I will take another green one.
Okay, flippy.
Flippy, flippy.
And back to you, Josh. So we note that we've got 2 wild cards on the board right now. So if 1 more wild card was to flip up, then the entire selection would be discarded and refreshed.
So I'm going to play 1 red train and 1 red bus and go right there.
Okay. So Josh, someone's asking if you can put a bet on who's going to win the game.
I can. No, I am playing as white. Ann is playing as green.
That's
blue,
teal.
And Matt is playing as purple.
Purple.
Boip.
I'm trying to see what I want to do here. So I'm going to grab one of the black trains, please.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Anne.
You're very welcome.
And that gets flipped over, and I will take that pink train. Thank you so much.
You're going... Oh, please, you can only lay 1 path at a time?
Yep.
That is correct.
Okay, I'm going to go from Chelsea to Greenwich Village.
Chelsea to Greenwich Village. So that's going to be, which one are you playing? Green? Okay, so you're playing a
Yeah.
3-path on the greens.
That's correct.
That would net you 4 points, plus an additional 2 from those pennies that we see there.
Sure
Tourist
will.
destinations.
I'll put those trains
So Josh,
in.
it's back to you.
All right.
Where would you like to go, buddy?
I like how we're all going downtown.
Well,
Downtown.
I'm more of an uptown girl. I've been living in uptown.
Go ahead, Matt.
Wham, wham.
I top decked it twice.
Okay, so I will take one of the black cards, please, Anne.
There you are, sir. We have
And-
2 taxis out. That's great.
And a green one gets flipped over. So, what? What? I don't know what you're. It looked fine. I'll top deck a card, please.
It goes up to 4 players.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Frightful.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
I don't really like my choices.
It is back to your turn hand.
Yeah. I'm gonna cry.
Eh.
I'm gonna take 2 from the top.
You can do one at a time, so you can see if that influences your decision at all. So you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go.
Okay, so drawing.
Yes.
And Josh, it's back to you. Let's see what you got there, butter. She's taking the black train, flipping it over, and the
the
black
other one that
train
came
gets it again. Look at that.
Another one.
Wow.
So that's basically what I was going to get either way.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play 4 pink buses. Boop-pew.
Only one place.
And I'm going to go from Chelsea to Soho.
I can do that.
Thank you very much. And, well, I'll do it because it's your turn now.
Okay. I am going to play 3 red trolley cars
Where's our discard pile?
right here, and I am going to go from Chinatown to Brooklyn.
Going to Brooklyn.
Going to Brooklyn. BK.
Burger King?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
I
Okay, so
feel
Josh,
like a
this is where
Whopper
you and I would both place a 2 train in between Greenwich Village and Chinatown.
I'm placing 3 trains between Brooklyn and Chinatown.
Interesting.
Great. Now I want PK. Did you just bet on yourself?
I did.
I will spend 2 blue trains to go from Soho to Wall Street. I got important business things. Stuffing things.
Right.
I bet the farm on Anne. If you lose, I'm sleeping on your couch.
Firm Josh cheated. No, I just bet on
So,
myself.
Anne, it's back to you.
All right. I'm gonna play. What am I gonna do?
I don't know.
Makes 2 of us.
So, Josh, was there any bonus points for longest consecutive thing?
No, there is no longest
Transportation route?
transportation route.
That's interesting, because that's a big component of the last Ticket to Ride is the bonus points you get from having the longest train.
So wait,
Nope, it gets flipped right away.
I was going to.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Explain. So 3 wild cards had come out, so they immediately get flipped, and everything gets discarded, and new ones get drawn. You don't get an opportunity to choose from what was there.
Okay. I only pulled 1, so now I need to take a second thing, and I want to go. I'm gonna take a yellow school bus.
Josh?
Take a pink one.
Okay.
Where do you think I can get the best bagels?
Actually, so I stayed up here, Times Square. So that's the Javits Center, right there. So that's where I was walking to for the convention. So like right around here in the Garment District, there's a place called Best Bagels that was really, really delicious.
Yeah.
Every morning I went before the convention and I grabbed some bagels. One
The
bagel
best
because
bagels?
they were the size of my head. Every morning too, there was a line of like 45 people, like out the door.
Well, in the buildings, and they were so small that you just like
Small.
you can't really.
So I'm going to play 3 of the black trains here, and I'm going to go from Wall Street over to Brooklyn.
Everybody's going over to Brooklyn. Y'all need to. Oh, that's my
There's a
train.
lot of traffic in Brooklyn.
There is a lot of traffic in Brooklyn.
All right.
This feels like I'm on vacation with my parents, where she's like, my mom's like, we have to go see where I grew up, Matthew. Look, isn't this terrible? This is why we moved to Florida. It's like she's here with us.
All right, your turn.
In spirit. That's a lie.
No, she's actually here with us. She's in the other room.
That's good. I like your mom. We can hang out.
All right. So, and it is your turn.
What do I want to do? What do I want to do?
I don't know, Ian.
I want to play. No.
Tickets to Ride New York?
Yes,
'Cause
I
that's what we're playing right now.
do. There's none of that. There'll be none of that, young man.
Harumph.
Harumph is accurate.
So don't forget it is your turn, Anne. No pressure.
Oh, I already forgot that it was my turn. Just kidding. That's a lie.
It's no pressure. No pressure at all.
Stop with your mouth. Okay, I'm gonna take the blue one.
Okay. And then up goes the red train.
And I'm gonna take that red one.
Perfect. So that gets flipped over. We have one card left before we have to shuffle it up. And look at that. It was 3 wild cards. So we are going to shuffle all those cards together. The first one that gets flipped out, though, is going to be a wild card. A lot of wild cards.
Okay, so when you shuffle, don't put 2 wild cards on top, okay?
That would just be bad.
Wild.
And it would make me sad. Not glad. Would it make you mad?
Your jokes are really bad.
Would you say they're like one from a dad?
Yes, along with that wall.
Or like a young lad?
Just a tad. Still need a Josh shuffling emoji.
Oh, look at that. 3 more wilds.
What did I ask him not to do?
He doesn't. You didn't cut the deck. That's the reason why. Are you gonna do it again?
You might.
Nope.
Almost. So, Josh, it is your turn.
I'm going to play 2 pink trains.
Okay.
2 pink cars. I keep calling them trains.
You're going from Greenwich Village to Chinatown? Or no, you're going from Greenwich Village to Greenwich
Greenwich.
Park.
Or-
Gramercy Park. Sorry, can't read upside down. So I will go ahead and take the red train.
Okay.
Flip that over, please.
Flipper.
And I'm going to take the red train.
That's what I thought.
Thank you so much.
You're so very welcome. Alright. I am going to...
Play some cards.
I think that I might... No, I think I'm okay.
How many trains does everyone have left?
6 trains left.
I'm going to...
Are the other boroughs going to be expansions? Not that I know of.
I mean, Brooklyn's right there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to play one. I'm going to play my yellow school bus.
Beep, beep.
Miss Frizzle's yellow school bus. Do you know Miss Frizzle's daughter, Miss Frizzle, is now a teacher? And I'm going to go from Times Square to the Empire State Building.
Fantastic. Josh, it's your turn.
I am playing 2 black trains.
Josh is creating Uber.
To go from Chinatown to Greenwich Village.
Greenwich.
Greenwich. Sandwich. Greenwich.
I don't know what he's saying.
He's just keeps on. I don't think he knows. What did you do with your taxis?
What do you mean?
They're playing leapfrog.
They're driving.
I'm going to go ahead and grab a wild card. And it's your
He
turn.
said mumbles.
Yes. I am going to play 2 green buses.
Okay.
And I am going to go from Greenwich Village to Chinatown as well.
You going to get some fake Rolexes?
I
Yes.
am going to grab 2 new destination cards.
I'm going to...
Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play
Any
my
cards that will block
3
Josh.
red cards right there. And I'm going to go from Brooklyn to the Lower East Side. There you go, Ann. If you can please placey.
Okay. I am
What are you going to do, Ann?
not getting the cards that I want.
But we try sometimes.
You just
My
might find...
fun.
You get what you need! Oh, babe.
I am... Man. I'm going to take this pink one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take something from the top deck.
Josh going for the longest route to win. You can't do that in this game.
I think it's instinctual at this point for him.
All right.
So Josh took some trains. Is that the end of your turn, Josh?
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
So I'm going to play a wild right now, and I'm going to go right here from the lower east side to the east village. And I have 2 cars left.
You suck.
So everyone gets one more turn, including myself.
I hate you so much right now.
You're welcome. I hope that is extremely beneficial for you. So I know that Josh just picked up some additional routes.
Good.
So
Good.
hopefully they're not good for him.
They are not. I picked up 1 additional route, and yeah.
I'm going to play 2 blues, and I'm going from the Empire State Building to Chelsea.
Okay. Josh, it's your turn.
I'm going to play a wild and go from Empire State Building to Times Square.
So I got
Actually,
one option here.
I could have done something else, but whatever.
My option is to draw 2 new destination cards.
Good. And hope that you already have it. I think you should do that.
I'm
Me
gonna
too.
I'm gonna do it because this is like
I
a
like
dumb
it.
strategy.
I like it.
Do you feel lucky?
Do I feel
feeling
lucky,
lucky, Punk?
So I'm gonna compare
You
that
could get
to
like
what I have
the
here.
2-ticket route, possibly. The 2-point route.
Well, that was just awful.
You should keep both of them.
Oh man.
I could have got 1 more point.
This is really just atrocious. Okay. Well, I'll. Oh man.
You're done though, right? That's
Really-
it.
No, I get to put one of them back. So I'm gonna put that one back.
Okay. It's the end of the game.
That was a bad move by me.
Yeah, sounds
Right
like
there.
it.
I
All right, Matt, you want to start tallying up our scores?
Sure. So, and you've got much nicer handwriting than me, so you're gonna tally up our scores.
Matt, I think everybody should see your handwriting.
No, thank you, ma'am.
All right, so Matt, how many points did you get for your trains?
So, I had a 4 route there, so that's 7 points.
Mhm.
Then a 2 route, which was 2 points.
Mhm.
3 route, which is 4 points. A 3 route, which is 4 points. And a 1 route, which is 1 point.
Okay, so you had 18. I have a 1 route, which is 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 2 route, which is 2 points. A 3 route, which is 4 points. A 2 route, which is 2. A 3 route, which is 4. So 13.
I have 10 points for trains. Or for taxis. Because I keep saying trains because ticket to ride.
And what about for destination cards, guys?
So, destination cards, I completed one of my routes. They gave me 4 points going from Soho to the East Village.
Okay.
I also had picked up from the beginning Chelsea to Central Park, which I realized about halfway through the game that there were not enough vehicles to get to, given how I went from Soho to the East Village. So that's negative 5 points. And then I picked up this lovely card here, which was Midtown West of the United Nations for 3 points. The other card I picked up was from Chelsea to the United Nations. So that would have been a nice one if I had a few more trains and some time. But unfortunately, I only had 2 trains left, so I couldn't even get there.
So negative 4?
Yep, negative 4 points.
Okay.
Good job.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I got 2 routes.
Oh, you got an 8er there.
Chelsea to Brooklyn, and then I got Central Park to Chinatown.
So you did not get Central Park to Chinatown.
I did not, because...
But you did get Chelsea to Brooklyn.
So I got 8 minus 8, which is a big fat...
Zero.
So I actually got points for my destination cards.
Okay.
So this is the one I did get.
Look at that. Matt went on a route from Soho to the East Village, the same route a genuine New York taxi would have taken a visitor. So Josh went from the Empire State Building to Brooklyn.
Just 7 points. And then this is the one I didn't get,
So this was Times Square to Soho.
which I need 2 trains for.
1.
It's a
So
pity.
I got 1 point.
You got the most points for the
Yeah, you
destinations.
sure did.
All right, tourist attractions, gentlemen.
I got 1, 2, 3 tourist attractions. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sure did.
Josh got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So
I was in the boring area of New York.
Okay, so
Time to tally up them scores.
hey, looks like what I do.
Tallying up
Okay.
scores.
Long.
Feels like taking tickets is very risky in this version. Absolutely.
I lost by 1 point. Damn it! I could have got an extra point.
You're so aggressive.
I actually won? That's surprising. Did you count that right?
Show everyone.
Sure. So I got 18. Josh, for the original taxis, and got 13. Josh got 10. Jersh got 10. So then I got -4. So
Oh, I didn't tally mine right.
you didn't.
That's so bad. Oh, I almost did that. All
I
right.
was going to say, I didn't think that I won based off of that. So that works. So Anne got 19. That makes a lot more sense. So Anne wins by 2 points with 19 points.
So you lost by 3 points.
Okay, that's fine.
He's okay.
That's fine. If I lost the mat for 1 point, I was salty.
Look at the faces I made. Aren't they adorable?
I mean, if it makes you feel better, Josh, you still lost to me by 1 point.
Whatever. Okay. Guys ready for another game?
So that is Ticket to Ride New York.
Woo!
We've definitely got time for another playthrough here. So we're going to reset the board right now, which doesn't take that long. But we're going to also reset and shuffle up our transportation cards. We're going to shuffle up our destination cards. So I'm going to shuffle those. Josh, if you can shuffle the transportation cards,
Take it.
and Anne will cut them because you can't.
You're physically incapable of cutting cards.
Anne wrote Jersh.
I did.
Don't rag on Anne. Counting beans is different from counting taxis.
Guys, it's real tough without an Excel spreadsheet to do the math for me.
I mean, as an engineer, I've seen an Excel spreadsheet or two in my time.
All the formulas.
What's a formula?
I'm so good with Excel formulas. It's scary.
You concatenate tables and stuff like that too.
Well, you do get
Why would you concatenate?
tired of counting cars.
Oh, it's a tire pun because of taxis. I feel like Anne's upset right now.
It was a bad joke. I expect more from you. I expect more from you. Why would you
really?
concatenate a table?
Do you wanna? Cut that?
But it just didn't make sense. I index and match like it's nobody's business all day long.
All right. So you do what?
Index and match.
Oh. So we got our 2 destinations here. Oh no, these are our 2 transportation cards. Then we'll get our 2 destinations.
Yeah, they're in front of you, so it's
Pivot.
Pivot tables.
Matt. You gonna handle those destination cards, or you just gonna hoard onto them?
He was going to hoard onto them, and then he was going to say that he got them all, and then he was going to get all the points, which is called cheating.
So we're going to take a look-see-daisy at our 2 destination cards here.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
You all right?
All right.
All right.
Sure.
Here we go. Sounds good.
Bit it, ghost.
Piss off, ghost. Hey, I'm Corg. That's Meek. Boop, 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 ba-doo.
I'm counting.
You're supposed to do Mick.
I thought you're Josh.
I don't remember Mike.
So, me question is, where am I going to go now?
You're the dead bug with the
Okay,
sword
okay,
arm.
I don't
okay.
talk.
So what are you guys keeping?
I keep
Keeping
both my
one or-
cards.
You keeping both?
I'm keeping both my cards.
Both.
We're gonna go around, see all the sights.
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
keep
go to-
one. I'm gonna keep one of my cards there.
Times Square during Christmas time and be in the freaking
Oh,
wind
this
tunnel.
went from New York to England fast.
We're vacationing. We're gonna get.
I'm
a nice,
playing games over here.
I'll take you around the city. We get a nice cup of coffee.
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 Ah.
I had to explain to my son what the difference between dog and dog was.
Dog.
Dog.
That's a New York dog.
What's up, dog?
Dog. You don't know what up dog is? What's up, dog? Okay, so I'm still the youngest, despite me aging slightly during this stream. So I will continue to go first here. Trying to see what I want to do.
Be successful in your career and live a happy life.
I will take a green, please. And I will take a green, please.
And what are you taking?
I probably should have looked at that before I started making fun of Matt.
Should have.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Boop 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 boop.
I will take a school bus. And I will take...
What else? The magic school bus. You know, Raft the River of Lava?
I was planning on it. I will take...
Your time.
My time. Take a pink bus.
I like how you don't flip the cards back over when you're done with them.
It's very salty. Josh, it's your turn.
Are you upset because I beat you?
Send your salt. It is your turn.
I will take a black
Okay, flippy flippy.
and a rando.
I will take a green. And I will take a black. Thank you so much, Anne.
I will take... Oh, we'll take a red.
Nybar wants to know how far we got with our Game of the Mind on Sunday.
I killed everybody.
I don't remember.
I think we got like round 7.
Possibly.
Yeah, it was round 7 for 3 players. So almost there.
So we got a green, a wild, a blue, a green, and a wild. I'm wondering what I want to do here.
Whose turn is it?
It is
my
Anne's turn.
I will take the green. Okay.
That's 1, flippy flippy. And you got a wild, so we're refreshing. And we're going to get a black, a blue, a pink, a black, and a green. So, Josh, it's your turn. Please choose some cards.
Anne?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take a pink.
Josh is getting pink and gets refreshed with red. And Josh's second card is a black. Flippy flippy. I will go ahead and I will take a black card, please. And I will... I'll take a... Take a blue card, please. Thank you so much.
I am going to take a red card.
And then...
I'm going to take a green card.
I'll take a pink card.
Ah, woo woo woo.
I'll take that other pink card.
What is this lunch break you speak of?
So I am now going to start playing some cards. So I'm going to play these 3 green cards here. Invisible buses. And can you please put that from Brooklyn to the Lower East Side?
I can.
Thank you, Anne.
You're very welcome.
3
I'm getting there.
taxis,
I'm getting
please.
there. I'm getting there.
Not just 1.
I'm
3 of them.
I will be playing 2
And 3. So
Red.
Anne's playing 2 reds.
trolleybuses. Trolleybuses.
And where are you putting those?
They are going to go from Central Park to Times Square.
Central Park to Times Square.
We want to go see the ball drop.
Grab a blue train.
My hotel
blue.
was actually across the street from the ball.
Do
black.
you know that they have like a premier Starbucks in this general vicinity, and you get the special black Starbucks cups with the gold stars? It's your turn.
What did you do, Josh?
I picked up cards.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play. That goes there. Play 2 blue cards right now to connect the Lower East Side to Greenwich Village, please.
That's my car.
Those are mine. Thank you.
Special
Ann.
cups. Yes, they're special cups. They're black with gold on them. They're really great. It's the only place I found them.
That's interesting. I've never seen black Starbucks cups before.
I am going to play 2 green cards,
Okay.
and I'm going to connect Gramercy Park to the East Village.
Gramercy. Gramercy.
Gramercy.
You're not from the city.
No, I'm not. 2 hours north.
Josh is picking up the Magic School Bus, and he's also picking up. There's another Magic School Bus there.
I did hear that too, that they're getting rid of the plastic cups by 2020. The drink that I get in the morning, the Sunrise, currently uses the plastic cup with the lip on it so that they can avoid using the straw, so that's real interesting.
Playing 2 black, please connect me from Greenwich Village to Gramercy Park.
Didn't we already say that there's no longest road?
Yeah. It's a grid. New York's a grid. Not like Boston, where they just decide they're just going to put roads in everywhere.
I'm going to play a yellow card, a yellow school bus,
Okay, and where are you putting that?
and that's going to go from Midtown to Times Square.
Okay. Josh, it's your turn.
I'm going to play 3 black trains to go put taxis on Brooklyn to Wall Street. And can you grab that for me?
All the way down there.
Okay. So I'm going to take a pink train right there.
There, okay.
Thank you so much.
It's not a train, sir.
To bus. And I will take a red bus, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And I'll flip that over for you, because I know Josh is going to get upset if you don't.
I mean, he gets upset all the time anyway.
He does.
Okay. I am going to take a destination card.
Okay.
Okay.
So I
Josh,
can
it is your turn.
Look at 2.
Yes, you
and
can look at
put
2,
one
and
back.
you could also keep 2.
But I must keep 1.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I'm going to play a wild and a red
Okay.
and go from Wall Street to Soho.
Wall Street to Soho.
Okay, I'm going to put this one back.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play
Go.
this pink here to go from Times Square to the Empire State Building.
Go to your home. Okay. I am going to play this yellow card here, and I am going to join you.
Congestion.
Sorry.
I'm going to play 4 pinks. I don't know why I handed you those.
And going from Chelsea to Soho.
Yep.
Okay. And it is back to my turn.
How come nobody yells at you for making them place your cards, but you yell at people for flipping the cards?
What?
What?
Just saying.
I'm going to go ahead and grab a red, please.
There you are.
Flip over, please. And, you can just calm down, Ann. Calm down. It's fine. I'm going to go ahead and top deck 1, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
I am
Legend.
legend. Yes. You know what, guys?
No.
I'm gonna grab that wild card.
Okay.
Oh, I could have grabbed the top one.
Josh
and then I
picked
got
up a
2.
blue. And then picking up a blue. Okay. What do I want to pick up here? This is a good question.
You can take your own cup to Starbucks and they fill it up for you and you get a discount. I think it's $1.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Or does anyone want to be like one of their plastic Starbucks mugs? Or like one of the Starbucks thermoses.
I will take a green,
I don't remember.
and I will take
Who's
that red,
muted?
please.
Are you muted?
Yep.
Oops, sorry.
When he dropped the thing on the floor.
Oh, I don't know why I put that in my hand.
I'm going to play a taxi cab and a pink car.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm going to go from Greenwich to Gramercy Park.
Gramercy. Josh?
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to play 2 blue buses, or 2 blue trains, and go from Midtown West to Chelsea.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm going to play 3 reds, and I'm going to go from Chelsea to Greenwich Village. Okay.
I'm going to play my one little blue train.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
My one, which is actually a train. And I'm going to go from Times Square to the Empire State Building.
I'm going to pick up this green. And I'll pick up the other green that just came out with it.
You have 4 left.
Play a wild card there, and I'm going to put that from the Empire State Building to Gramercy Park.
What do I want to do now? I want
Sorry.
to...
Get away.
I want to fly away. I'm going to take 2 from the top.
Yeah. Josh, how many trains do you have? Or, I mean,
have
cars.
4.
4. Okay.
You have 3.
Yep. Is it your turn now?
It is my turn. I'm trying to figure out what I would like to do. Okay. You go grab new tickets, Matt?
No.
You got 3 cars left. I'm assuming you connected everything. You got a good spread on the map. Do it.
Go ahead, and I'm going to play a bus to go from Chinatown to Wall Street. And I have 2, so you each get 1 turn left.
That was rude, Matt.
Anytime, man. Anytime. I hope that it messes up everything you wanted to do.
It does.
And now you can't complete your routes, and they were the biggest ticket ones. You're going to have to take negative points here.
Negative 16.
That is fantastic. That makes me very happy. Just wanted you to know that.
You got me at net 0.
Net 0 high-speed internet.
Yep.
I'm taking a taxi just because it's cool looking.
You could just lay trains for points anywhere. You get
Yeah.
new points.
I
It's your
could.
last turn.
I could if I had somewhere to lay a route.
Okay.
Just play better, Ann.
I
Yeah,
like
play
how
better.
Okay, so Josh, what are you going to do,
I'm
buddy?
going to play 3. And I'm going to go from Brooklyn to Chinatown
Gotcha.
for an extra 5 points because you're butt.
What did you say?
For an extra 5 points because you're a butt.
Oh. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to play this wild card here. And I am going to go somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere would be where would be efficient to go. Nowhere really. I'm just going to place this one here. I don't see any other singulars that would be beneficial point-wise. Okay. So that's it. Time to score up. So we count up our taxi totals first, correct?
Yes.
So mine, I'm going to get 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4.
And not writing any of this down, Matt.
Okay, wait,
So you
say.
might
I
just
thought you were
want to
going
add
to
them up in your head.
say it again.
1
Yeah.
plus 1
Yeah.
plus 2,
Yeah.
plus 4,
Yeah.
plus 2,
Yeah.
plus 1,
Yeah.
plus 1,
Yeah.
plus 4.
16.
Fantastic. And you got 2,
Yeah.
plus 1,
Yeah.
plus 1,
Yeah.
plus 1, plus 2, plus 2.
That's it?
Yep.
This is not a good round. Okay.
What was your total?
9.
I got 19.
Okay.
So now we're going to count up
Destination
our
tickets.
destinations. So I had 1, and that was from Brooklyn to the Empire State Building.
So the one I had last term.
Yes, so
That
that's
was-
7 points.
Okay. I had 3.
Okay, so your first up was Times Square to the East Village. So you do have that. That's 4 points. Next is Empire State Building to the Greenwich Village. You have that too. That's 3 more points. And then you've got Central Park to Midtown West. And you've got that too. So that's 3 more points.
Yep.
That's very good, Anne.
Thank
That
you.
was 10 points. Josh, how about you, buddy?
I had Brooklyn to Chelsea.
Brooklyn to Chelsea. And you
Which
did
I
get
got.
that. That's 8 points.
My other one was Brooklyn to Times Square.
Brooklyn to Times Square.
And, I
And
did
you
not
were...
get that because you guys blocked up all of Times Square.
Yeah, we
I had to go
did.
the long way around and did not get the cars in time to do it.
Nice one, Anne.
So I got
that's
0 points.
Net zero high-speed internet for Josh. And now we're counting our tourist destinations, correct?
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for me.
Okay.
And you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Josh, you got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Makes me really sad. Okay, so Josh and I have tied
Really? What'd you guys tie at?
23.
And what do I have?
30.
Awesome.
I kind of like these tickets.
So Bob, Bartholomew, and Batman.
I'm Batman.
I knew he was going to be happy with that one.
That's my bat signal. It's not very good.
I thought it was a star, because Josh is a star. So I have won the contest. Go me.
Good
So
job.
this has been our...
Wait, how did 100% of all bets go to you?
Because people know the right thing to
Oh,
do.
guys.
You always bet on me on the second place. That's how it works. All right, so that concludes our presentation of Ticket to Ride New York here at Twist Gaming. But stay tuned. We're going to be doing our first impression session coming up in just a minute, where we talk about our favorite aspects of the game, any constructive criticisms we might have, and then the most important question of the evening of would we play again. So is there anything else you'd like to add here, folks?
No.
All right, so thank all of you for joining us. Stay tuned for more coverage coming up in just a second, but signing off for now, I'm Matt.
I'm Ann.
I'm Josh.
We are Twist Gaming. Stay tuned.
Bye-bye.